Man, what do you know? Unbelievable. He has returned. And James softened. Mm, mm. I knew he would smile to the people and show his face once again. Once again on cue, on time, and could never beat the Golden State Warriors. He don't have it. There's something called an it factor. And he just don't possess it. Some people possess it, others, I don't know. They're just not possessed of the gene. So James, it happened early in his career. James Softon came out. He got to the NBA Finals, and he came out in the Western Conference Finals and hit those big shots off the bench. Everybody was very happy, and they thought that was going to carry into the NBA Finals. And he had his opportunities against the Miami Heat, and he was the reason they didn't win. And I'm quite sure it's on YouTube somewhere. When they lost the NBA Finals and LeBron won his first NBA championship, in the back, you see Kevin Durant hugging his mom. He's crying. And you see James Softon just walk past, tap him on the shoulder, hey, it's alright, just keep walking. Like, it's just another day, just a game, still get paid. And that's the type of person he is. It don't really hurt the way it should. And when you got that kind of person that's not locked in all the way to sell all the way out to win, they would rather not take the shot and lose than to take the chance and win and actually go for it. He didn't show up. He didn't step up to the plate and answer the call. James Softon stayed in his position, didn't do anything. James Softon stayed in his kitchen, in his wheelhouse, and didn't do anything. Did nothing. All that off season, scoring 40 something points a game and going off. All that run was for nothing. And by the way, if you want to support the page, don't forget to hit me up on the Cash App. I am Carcine on the Cash App. And or you can click the link in the description box. Hit up the Streamlab. Leave a message in the Streamlab. I can get back in contact with you. I just think it was extraordinary what happened. You had a dark situation arise over and over again. It was very difficult to do, what you set out to do when you got something like this going on behind the scenes. You know, it was quite interesting at times, because you're trying to do the best you could do, And then you got James Softon out here who's going to come up short. And the Golden State Warriors have been running the same playbook on James Softon for the past, 3, 4 years now. 4 years in a row. And the reason why they win is because they know all they have to do is keep running the ball up and down the court with speed and making. This is why you pass the basketball around, because you make James Harden has to move on every single play. He can't run up and down the court all game. That's why he starts walking the ball up, because the game becomes too much for him. And in the fourth quarter, he's exhausted. The other teams don't do that, and they let him rest, and he gets to walk the ball up and pull up and hit these shots. But when they play Golden State, especially in the playoffs, they run them, run them, run them. Draymond gets the ball, he go, push the ball up. So even if James hit a long three, bang, they get the ball, they right back down the court. James can't rest. That big old pot belly, the way it's just rumbling and tumbling, he can't rest. And because he can't rest, he don't rest. And by the end of the third quarter, halfway in, he's huffing and puffing. And he's got to sit out the rest of the third. Hopefully his energy comes back in the fourth. It doesn't. That's why in the fourth quarter, he struggled in both games. He took 3 shots in the fourth quarter in game 5. And in the fourth quarter here, he just disappeared again. James Softon. His supporting cast, they stepped up. They did their job. Clint Capella didn't do what they thought he was going to be able to do. But everybody else pretty much did their part in game 6. You know, they finally got a game out of Chris Paul, but it was too far too late. It was just not going to happen. You know, Steph just wouldn't let the team lose. If Steph Curry was scoreless in the first half and you guys are tied, that's like shocking to me. They played great defense on Steph and Clay and just had a couple of, they made Clay hit some miracle shots and they were tied because they underestimated Iggy, and the coach is an idiot. The coach actually, Mr. Pringles, did something even dumber. He stuck with this super small lineup over and over again. That's not going to help you, especially in the rebounding department. You guys are getting killed on the glass. You got to get somebody in there that's going to body themselves out to get in there and get a rebound. You got Truck Tucker, Austin Rivers, Chris Paul, Sherbert and Harden in the game almost at the same time. It's like, what am I watching here? Then they switch and put Gordon in the game and mix it up. And I'm like, you still got all of these guys who are short, who don't rebound. They don't know how to box out. Then he has all those 4 guys in with Clint Capella. So you got 4 guards and Clint Capella. who don't know how to rebound. So you got Draymond Green in there with battling with Bogut and all the rest of these guys. Iggy can rebound. He knows how to post up and get in there and crash the boards. Iggy gonna play. Looney is doing you in. You got Looney and Draymond who knows how to crash the boards. They know how to block. They go in, they box out. So if Golden State shoots, they're not assuming that the ball's going through the net. And that's how the Rockets played the game. They played as if, oh, that's going in. Oh, it didn't. Now let me try to get the rebound. They're so used to Golden State hitting all these shots that they're really play shot for shot. Their feet are standing still. Nobody's boxing out. That falls on the coach. This happened the whole first half. You're getting killed on the offensive glass. You're not chewing nobody out, telling them to box out. You're not putting a big guy in there. Somebody who could at least slow this game down some. Get control of it. You guys are reacting to everything that Golden State is doing. So I don't know how much of this was James Softon and how much was Mr. Pringle. But I'll tell you one thing. This team better be disassembled next year. If they're waiting on Golden State to just break up into pieces, if that's their strategy, well, hopefully the GM still got a job because they paid a lot of money this year. And to go to the second round, I don't think this is what they wanted.